Hello my convicts and convictheads, just a desire to keep convict, bringing you guys and gals another video. So here we are, we're going to do a video with Rio. We're going to give you the true Rio experience as to what I have to put up with every single day when I have Rio and when he's here with me. He's got a big thing about a benchmark called Heaven that he's currently trying to press on the screen, but it doesn't work like that, Rio, so you can't physically do it. Anyway, I want to kind of quickly go into an idea regarding a new Nacon setting for the app here, where you can obviously double check if the Unlimited's compatible PC games and whatnot. So I wanted to revisit the Nacon app and kind of go through it again with people, just to show you obviously what you can potentially do with the Nacon Revolution Pro controller. So let's go in and have a look at this. So first things first, you need a controller. You need to be connected. Then you need to set it to mode number 2 as it's showing here. You can see it's saying number 2, so you can see where it is. So on the back of the controller there is a mode 1 at the bottom, and then if you click it up 1 it will go to red, and that is mode number 2. This will then obviously start to work with, and as you can see the notifications disappeared because we're now in mode 2 and it's actually fully connected to the PC correctly. Once you've done that, and obviously you know the version, this is the Naconm Unlimited version, so don't forget this is not version 1, 2 or 3. There is 3 versions and then the Unlimited as well. Then you can obviously go into the settings here. So as you can see there's 2, we've got PS4, which is red mode, which is blue or red mode to be honest, and then PC mode on the Unlimited especially is purple mode, which is mode number 3. Which you'll actually see it'll deactivate and then it'll reactivate on there. And Rio's just messing about jumping on the table. Alright, so once you've configured and you're deciding which one you want to go on, obviously if you want to go on PlayStation you choose PlayStation. Today I'm going to choose PC as we are on the PC, and I do have Apex Legends, which you can see here. I've configured a actual name for Apex. I've not really done anything to it as such. Get down, because you're going to knock stuff off. And we'll see what we can do. So you put this to minus. As you can see, I put both of these into the top right hand corner. When I keep saying I put both in the top right hand corner, I'm literally doing this. I'm making it into one curve as such on that. And then obviously save that by clicking here. And then activate the profile. Dead zone to 0. And there you go. So as you can see, I'm giving you the full Rio experience. This is what I have to put up with. This is the reason why I don't live stream every single day when Rio's at home, because he drives me absolutely batty. Another thing I've done here as well, up here you can actually select any of the buttons you want and actually configure them onto the controller. I've changed the R3 button on here to circle, so whenever I back out of options and stuff like that, obviously I have to use my R3 button. One thing you do have to do on PlayStation that I normally do as well is you can go into accessibility on PlayStation. You can actually change and do the same thing and change R3 to circle. So when you go out of options, you're using R3 instead of circle, because circle becomes R3 instead. Then obviously configure these down here. As you can see, I've got jump and circle on the same side where I jump, and obviously if I want to use circle. Triangle and square on the opposite side. And L2 and R2, again, I just reduce this down to 50%, so it means that it acts more like trigger stops, because this is where it starts and this is where it will end, or where it will register the end of it. So it kind of gives it a more like a virtual trigger stop. You're still going to have to do the full pull, but it will react quicker when obviously you reach that threshold of the 50% there. And you can use this obviously to look at the options on there, and you can then go on to saving. You can go to an area to test, but I don't understand what the point of that test area is. Once you've configured that and you're ready to go, you've got this, like I said here, you can sort of test, but I don't understand what the reasoning behind it is, because it's just showing you the screen. It's just showing you making the inputs. It's not really showing you if you've made any changes. One cool thing about this though is it shows you where the small, medium and large is, because this is the small where we are now. This is the medium where you can see this line here, and this is the large, where the large is. So you know where each of your different curves are, because you've got this one, the small, medium is there, and large is over there. And that's where you obviously know which of the curves that you're dealing with, or which one you might be experiencing issues with. So small is just basically very minute movements. And then you've got your medium, obviously more like hip firing, you're turning to hip fire. Some ones on your very edge, then obviously it's going more into the realm of up to the large scale, from medium to large scale there. And that's from the small to medium, and then medium to large is over there. So we'll come out of here now, press the X, get out of there. And that's more or less it, that's how you do it. And then all you need to do is swap over to PC mode, and then once you swap to PC mode, then you can obviously start to play games on there and use the option that you've chosen here, which is option number 1. You can obviously go and check for updates here, so you can check that if there's any firmware or anything like that. All these are up to date anyway, so 1.48 on the Unlimited, Nacon Unlimited is where you want, and software is 1.25 at the moment as well. I don't think they'll ever change them now, because obviously now that PlayStation's announced that obviously the PlayStation 5 will only work with PS5 games, it's obviously not going to be an option now to be able to physically use this controller as such. So it is what it is. I don't know if they're planning to. I did tweet them, and they have said they will look. They are obviously looking at possibly doing something maybe in the future. Possibly. They didn't really give me any hints, but they did say obviously they're aware of it, obviously of the changes and stuff, and you can still play PS4 games with the controller. And it's like, yeah, but I want to play PS5 because obviously I want to continue doing what I'm doing. So there's not really much else we can do at the moment, unfortunately, regarding to this just yet on there. So what we're going to do, we're going to quickly put a game on and we're going to have a look. Rio's now pulling the blinds down, right? Leave them. Stop. And we'll see what we can do from here. Leave them alone. Leave them. Right, so once you've got it configured and you know obviously what you're wanting to play on the PC, you can minimize this and you can pull up a game you want. I'm going to just demonstrate this on Apex Legends real quick. I don't know, will it let me sign in, or do I need to be actually connected to the internet? Let's find out. I think you need to be connected to the internet. Let me just quickly double check. I might not be able to. I need an adapter, don't I, to be able to physically do that. Yep, probably. Yep. Okay. So we'll not do it just today, but I will show it on Apex Legends working. But that's how you physically do it on the Nacon. You just basically configure in red mode, set up all your settings, and then obviously when you then click up to the last mode when you're playing the actual game, then it'll obviously change. Wow, that was loud. I don't know what that was, but damn, that was loud. I think it was the mic from the audio from the controller. I don't know if that's what that was, but that was kind of weird. But there we go. So that's how you physically get it configured, and that's how you get it to work. And then just put it into purple mode, put the game on, and then it will recognize it. It will recognize as an Xbox controller. Some people saying, you know, they don't want it to register as an Xbox controller. To be honest, it doesn't matter if it does, because it's still going to function on there anyway. You might not get no function from the trackpad here, but does it really matter? To be honest, I don't use a trackpad myself anyway. I can't remember if I could use a map or anything like that in Apex. I can't remember on PC from the little time I've had it and playtested a little bit on Apex itself. But there we go. That's how we do. That's how we do in the Nacon, and it's been working pretty good. I've not had any problems or issues with it. It works natively straight out of the box. Just put into purple mode. If you want to obviously have the buttons on the back, then make sure to configure them through the application, because you can't go into blue mode and do it that way. You need to go into the purple application. And again, if there's any buttons you want, like I'm using R3 to go back rather than using circle, because obviously sliding in Apex, you don't want to be having to press circle to slide, and you can't change around any configurations to actually change circle to R3. Then just go to general, not the general settings. This is general settings where you can do certain things on here. We'll show you this as well. So you can have different vibrations here, as you can see on there. Now I generally take vibration off anyway. Some people was asking about the light, if they could change the color of the light here for the actual stick. What you can do is you can change the color here. You can change the speed and the effect. You can have it do different things, like you can have it pulsing. I'll just quickly show you that. You can have it pulsing, so it will pulse, and it will do it slowly. You can change the speed. As you can see there, that's speed number 3, speed number 2, speed number 1, which is going to be really, really slow. You can have it so it cycles, like an Xbox, the old Xbox 360. You can have prism, or you can completely turn it off if you wish, and have it off, and just have it as normal. Alright. It does say color here, so if you click on color, you can have 1, 2, or 3. I don't know if that actually does anything. Does color do anything? It says color. Oh, okay, so you click on the actual thing itself there, and you can change the color. There we go. So you can have one as yellow. You can change that one to green. Change that one to like a pink color. Change that one to blue. There you go. And there you go. You can customize the controller. Because some people are asking me about this and said that they couldn't change the color, but you can physically do it. Look, as you can see. So you can have unique colors. Then you can obviously choose cycle, or you can choose prism, which doesn't seem to work at the moment. I don't know, but cycle works, as you can see, and pulsing works. And you can change the... Is there anything else you can change on there? No? Is it just that? Yep, that's about all you can do on there. And then just save it. Just save it on there. And then it'll come up here in a moment. Activated profiles. And there you go. And that's how you do. As you can see, it's turned off now because we've gone back to the main menu. But I'm assuming when you're in game, maybe you can get it to stay on. I'm not sure how it works. I've not really used the change color option on there. We'll try it on the PlayStation 5 a little bit later and see if it actually still keeps that particular color when you're playing on whichever option on there. I'm assuming if you go into purple mode, it might do that, but I'm not going to do it because of that weird sound vibration or vibration that was coming from the system. Even though I've got the muted, I've got it muted on the sound section, so I don't know how it then started picking up my microphone. It sounded like a horrible echo, which is horrible. So there you go, that's the Naconm Unlimited. What do you think? I think the Naconm Unlimited is really, really cool. Do I think you should buy it now? Not really. If you're going to use it for PC, probably, because obviously it still works. If you're going to buy it for the potential use for PlayStation 5, I won't bother. If you've got PlayStation 4 still and you still want a really, really good controller, then I guess you could do, depending on if you're planning to stay on the PlayStation 4 for a few more years before you decide to go on the venture to get in the PS5. But yeah. So this being a video, a crazy video of me trying to do this while Pain in the Bum is running in the background. His mum's at work at the moment and she's doing a late afternoon and doing a sleep tonight, which is why she's not here. But yeah, there we go. So It is what it is. And there you have it. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you're new, tap that notification bell to be notified of all my videos, and truly can be one of the convicts for my boys, or I can't forget for the ladies. And yes, it is I, the Kappa Convict, signing out, and as always, I salute you, my convicts and convicettes. Thank you very much. Also, if you do wish to join, there is a join button down below, and it is only $1.99. What I will give you is obviously some custom emotes. It'll give you prioritization in any multiplayer games that I play with friends or with subscribers, and you'll get to join and be first pick. Also, I'm going to be doing some behind scenes videos, obviously in my when it's possible, you know, when it's possible to do so, as I've said in there as well. I'm also set up a Discord, which you can see if you go to my main channel, top right hand corner, or my main channel, and you will be able to find some stuff on there for Discord. And if you go to Discord, it is free to get into, but there is some private sections for members only as well on there. And yeah, it helps me out big style, helps me to continue to do what I do, buy more stuff, bring more stuff in. Hopefully eventually some new changes in terms of where I live and stuff like that. I have been planning to see if it's possible to move house on my own, and see what we can do from there, due to obviously things that people are aware of, or some people are aware of in regards to it, but I'm not going to go into all that. But yeah, you can support me by doing that, and hopefully one day we can make a big difference and I can do this more full time, and we'll see where we go from there. So thank you very much once again, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.